right, I'm back. Hey, Co left with a nice smile on his face. Look at that. What a nice guy. What a nice guy. This thing's getting started here in about 5 minutes. Dan and Zeke are, I don't know. I saw Zeke fuxing around with his dogs. That sounds X-rated. He was moving his dogs in and out of his room. And I think one of his dogs is actually chewing on his green screen here in the corner that I can see. So I think Zeke has locked his dogs in his room. And now the dogs are trying to get out. Perhaps they need a dog ramp. Oh yeah, we need to give Co the rain cloud. You're right. Let me set that up. For Goof. For the goose. Although he looks happy. You know, he looks happy there, so it's not going to really work. It's not going to really work, you know. But we'll do it anyways, because it's still funny. So yeah, we don't really know what's going to show up here. Kind of interested to see where this goes in the world of video game conferences. Chat was telling me before, and hopefully they weren't trolling when they would tell me this, because chat would never troll me. But chat was saying that Future is owned, or rather, Future owns Games Radar as well as PC Gamer. So that's why it's called the Future Game Show. Or that could just be the name, and this is all bullshit, you know. Both could be true. You never know. You never know. They do have some pretty cool looking graphics here, though. I wonder how well put together this is going to be, being that it's their first conference. That'll be the first thing. Barry coming in here with some hot information. Future Publishing owns like every gaming/hobby magazine in the UK. They are pretty big. All right, thanks to our field reporter, Barry Carlion, out there in France. Looks like Dan is back. I'll give Dan the old unmute. How's it going, Dan? We're live.
Good.
We're counting down the
future. Ready to see what the future of games has.
Right? I don't know what it's going to be. Apparently, by the way, we were just discussing with the chat. Future is a publisher that owns a bunch of gaming magazines and hobby mags in London, in the UK, or not in London, but in the UK.
Oh.
So, yeah.
So it's not the future, but future.
It is, yeah. It's that double entendre. Apparently, they also own PC Gamer, so this might actually have some bigger stuff in it.
Let's hope.
But why would? Now I'm kind of confused, because isn't it? It's like 11 o'clock in London right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting pretty late.
Yeah, why wouldn't they go before the PC game show? It's 10 p.m.
I know, if they got the big stuff, then I think it'd be in the previous show.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So.
I wonder if all three of these were connected, because they all seem to overlap with each other, like, and advertise each other and stuff.
Well, they definitely had some sense of synergy in promoting one another, and they hosted each other too, which is pretty cool. So
yeah,
Co's image looks like an obituary. It does a little bit. Yeah.
We're gathered here today to mourn the loss of Co Carnage.
Well, you can celebrate and also mourn. You know,
yeah.
celebrate
his life.
It depends if it's a wake or a funeral, right? Like, depends where we go with that.
Yep.
Depends how it goes. You know, is Zeke coming? Yeah, he's locked his dogs in his room. They're still trying to get out. I'm watching them try to escape the room, which you guys cannot see right now, but you know, we're figuring it out. They have 133 brands under Future. Damn.
133 brands? Damn.
That's a lot of brands.
I know.
They own Tom's
Silence
Hardware.
brand.
They own Gizmodo, Tom's Hardware, Tech Radar, Lifehacker, the PC Gaming Show, Kotaku, PC Gamer, PlayStation Official Magazine in the UK, Xbox Official Magazine, Maximum PC,
This company like secretly owns everything.
Yeah. Guitarist. There's also just I didn't realize there's a magazine just called Keyboard. They just own Keyboard.
You must really like keyboards to subscribe to Keyboard.
They're really into Keyboard.
Well, that magazine sounds like my type.
There's one. Was that? I think that was Zeke playing random noises. There's Shoot in Scotland. It's a great magazine. If you ever want to shoot guns in Scotland, apparently. They've got the hookup.
Mm-hmm.
And Price Panda. Everyone's favorite panda. The panda of Price.
Never heard of Price Panda.
Yeah. They're also starting off here with the Black Lives Matter.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they might have recorded this beforehand, so perhaps that's why that was just a card.
Yeah. These are very high production value.
Yeah, that's pretty well done so far. I'm excited to hear Nolan.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's hosted.
Yeah.
World premiere.
All right, world premiere.
Starting right off the bat, I like that.
Zeke's talking to his fucking dogs. Is this like Condemned?
I don't know.
Hello, Zekers. This is the PS5 game.
PS5? Whoa. I wasn't expecting console exclusive.
Is this the new System Shock?
Oh, it might be System Shock 3.
Wow. I didn't expect to see a PS5 thing here.
Yeah, that was cool.
Quantum Error. Okay.
Oh, something new.
Something brand new.
I'm interested. I like first-person horror.
Yeah.
We're off to a good start.
Totally.
No, I'm not muted, I don't think.
No,
Am I muted?
Nope.
Okay.
I have to adjust the fucking bug. Jesus, future game show. Can't you see the future? Know that you can't pick the top
Hello
right?
and welcome to the Future Games Show.
Oh my God, it's
what a way
him.
to start, right? I am Nolan North, and many of you may know me as your ghost from Destiny, or perhaps Dr. Edward Richtofen from the Call of Duty series, or even, the Penguin from the Arkham series.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Nolan, we get it. We get it. You've done a million, hundred gazillion.
That's like talking to any voice.
You are
actor
Nathan
right there.
Drake.
Of course, most of you know me.
You'll always
as
be Nathan Drake to me.
from Uncharted, where you probably recognize that voice. I'm so happy to be working alongside her again as we host this showcase of upcoming games. Please give it up and welcome the lovely and talented Miss Emily Rose.
Hey, Nolan. Hello. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome from my home to yours. I'm really excited about what we have in store for you today.
Oh my God,
As
that's
PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X draw
Nathan
near,
Drake's
we're gonna
wife,
be talking
girlfriend.
To leading game
Yeah.
developers
Oh
to see
my
what we really
God,
can
that's
expect
Elena.
from the future of games.
Elena,
Plus,
yeah.
we have a host
Holy
of
shit, I've never
exclusive
actually
game reveals,
seen the voice actor.
Never seen her in
premieres,
person, yeah.
I
new
can't-
gameplay
that's
demos
killing
from
my
current
brain
and
that it's
next-gen
coming out of
consoles.
someone
And some of these are so secret, even I haven't been told about them yet.
Wait, they didn't tell you about them?
What, they told you?
No, like they really didn't tell you about them?
People are playing favorites.
Because
I
mean,
just
have the
imagine
whole-
that
I have the
Nathan
whole list
Drake
right
and
in front of
Elena
me right
now.
there.
Whatever.
Yep.
Send them
Close
to
your
me.
eyes, you just hear
and
them.
Let's get into the good stuff.
Okay, so the next
They're living
title
on that
is from
island.
Red Thread Games. They're this little indie studio.
Where's the
in
daughter?
Norway. I love Norway. You might know them from their Choice and Consequence series, Dreamfall chapters. So get ready for the world exclusive premiere of their new project.
World exclusive premiere time.
Nice.
World
Nailed
premiere.
it.
Thought that was part of the show. You got me.
Good.
Thought that was the actual game voice.
Whoa.
Borderlands?
What the fuck is going on? The first two things they've shown, I'm
Look at
very
the hand.
interested in. Yeah, like this is great. Music's good.
They all have to have like superpowers or something.
Something like that.
I
Yeah,
bet.
they're somehow the Avengers.
What else is
Major
Red
Borderland
done?
vibes.
Oh, Dreamfall chapters. Okay.
Dang, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, dude.
Well
I
done.
don't know what the
production
game is
values.
about at all.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Holy shit, we're getting gameplay.
Hey, my name is Ragnar Tornquist. I'm creative director at Red Thread Games, and we're working on a game called
All right, I was not
Dustborn.
expecting it to be this good. Co missed out. He fucked up.
Yep.
Dustborn is a story-driven action-adventure about a band of misfits and outcasts on a road trip across America. It's a game about hope, friendship, love, robots, and the power of words. So in this footage, you're watching our main character, Pax, explore a small commune in the Pacific Northwest. She's come here with her crew to recruit her sister, but it turns out her sister's not interested in joining the crew. So your job is to convince her and deal with the consequences of what happens next.
Oh wow.
So she's a Jedi.
Dustborn's coming to PC and next generation
Yeah.
consoles in 2021.
That was totally
Thanks again
force
to
push.
Ragnar for that exclusive first look at Dustborn. Okay, what's next, Nolan?
Next, we've got a hardcore
Just say
first-person
Drake.
platformer whose recent Steam demo was played over 100,000 times.
Oh, this is
Here's
the
an
thing.
exclusive look at a new cyberspace level containing new enemies and abilities from Ghost Runner.
Zeke, did you play this? I think I sent this to you. I don't know if you played it.
Exclusive.
This looks real cool.
It's called Ghost Runner? No, I never played it.
Yeah, it looks.
Oh, because it's just a demo, right?
Yeah, it's not out yet.
Yeah, I don't.
Embrace the
I didn't. I never did play it. I mean, I love that shit, dude.
This looks
badass.
so fucking cool.
I mean, I kind of want, like, I don't know if I was waiting for a game, but definitely thirsty for a game that had Warframe type movement, for like real first person stuff.
Yeah. This is Genji Simulator is the title of this.
I need healing.
VR.
Oh, that's gonna have VR.
Ghost Runner's coming to PS4,
No, I'm just-
Xbox One,
man,
Oh.
VR would
Switch,
be-
and
oh.
PC.
That might be too
later
much.
this year.
Yeah. it'd be-
All right, we're
I
flipping
could
back
see.
in time to the 1930s now with a game that stole the show at the recent Xbox Series X showcase. Here's Tatiana Delgado to reveal more about Call of the Sea's spectacular first trailer.
Exclusive.
Oh, Harry. What have you done?
Hello, I'm Tatiana Delgado from Out of the Blue Games, working on Call of the Sea. You might have seen our reveal trailer during the recent Xbox Series X event, but we wanted to take the opportunity to walk you through it and tell you a bit
Wait,
more
did we?
about the game.
How strange that your trail ends here.
Call of the Sea is a first-person adventure puzzle game set in the 1930s that takes place in the far reaches of the South Pacific. You take the role of Nora, a woman who has crossed an ocean in search of her husband's missing expedition. At Out of the Blue, we love telling stories and designing puzzles. That is why we wanted to create a game that had a strong presence of both. And also, we always approach our games with the player's emotions in mind. That being said, although Call of the Sea is a puzzle game, I would say that it is the narrative that drives the game. Therefore, puzzles serve the narrative and make the story advance as a reward when solving them. Some of the puzzles we have to do with the expedition itself, using the real-world technology of the era. In others, you will try to decipher what the ancient runes were for. And going back to the story, we have the good fortune of having actress Cissy Jones as the voice of Nora. We adore her acting in Firewatch and her ability to create a strong presence with only her voice. It is a tale of self-discovery, an exploration not only of the island, but of the character's inner self. Although our game was inspired to an extent by the works of H.P. Lovecraft, this is not a horror game, but an adventure game. We hope to give you a vivid mystery and at the same time an emotional journey. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to revealing more of Call of the Sea in the coming
totally
That
months.
looks
down for that,
really
dude.
good.
Yep.
Yeah. I love puzzle games like that.
Looks very pretty too.
Call of the Sea is developed by Out of the Blue and will launch on Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and Windows platforms.
Our next game features none other than Sherlock Holmes, but this time he's a youthful, more arrogant version of the famous detective. Here's the producer and community manager from Frogwares to tell us more about the game's setting and how they plan to create a truly open-world detective.
Frogwares has made so many Sherlock Holmes games.
How many takes do you think this took the two of them to do?
Hi
Do you think
everyone,
they one
my name is
took
Sergey
all of
Ganisyan,
this?
and I'm the producer and community manager at
Or one
Frogwares.
take?
I don't know, they're
We are
very
an 80 people
professional, so
strong
they may
independent
have.
studio from Kiev, Ukraine.
They're good at just
You may know
reading
us for
shit,
our
like,
detective games,
verbatim
such as
right
the Sherlock
away.
Holmes Adventures, as well as the recent
His
The Sinking
cadence is
City.
like on point for all of that. So is hers.
We are working on our new game, Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. It's a story-driven investigation thriller in which you play as the young 21-year-old Sherlock before he becomes the legend that we all know. For John Watson and Jim Moriarty, Sherlock was a brilliant but rebellious aspiring detective trying to prove himself. The game takes place in the late 19th century on a small Mediterranean island where, according to our story, Sherlock grew up before moving to England, and to where he comes back, now as an outsider, to investigate the mysterious death of his mother, the death that scarred his childhood. Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 is an open-world detective game with minimum hand-holding. In this game we are introducing the concept of global investigation gameplay that is heavily based on the feedback that we received from the players on our previous games. We build it on bringing in numerous detective features and mechanics that not only synergize with one another, but also allow you to interact with the world
This
around
must
you.
be really on if
For
they're
example,
or really
you
early
can now
on if they're
decide
just
to
showing
involve random people on the streets in your
Mhm.
investigation,
production
ask them for
Concept art.
directions,
Yeah,
or
concept
question
art.
those citizens who you think match your suspect profile. And if you doubt they would even talk to some foreigner like you can for instance find the right disguise, say a police uniform to loosen their tone. It's up to you to discover that synergy and use it at the right time.
All their games have
because,
been
as I mentioned,
enjoyable,
there is
but
minimum
I
hand-holding
always
in
felt
the
like they're a
game.
little janky at the
Of
same
course,
time.
making the right deductions and tracking down criminals
Mhm.
is
I know
another
Dodger
exciting
really
part
likes
of a
this
detective's job.
developer.
We are aiming to give the player the chance to miss a
Yeah,
piece of
like, they're
evidence,
good.
How have I not
pursue
seen
the
Feel
right
like a little
leads,
off.
and eventually let a killer
I don't
walk
know.
free. Those who played our Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments will know what I'm talking about. We are bringing Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 to PC and console sometime
During
in
Steam
2021.
sales, they
Thank
sometimes
you so
have
much for
a
your time
bundle of
and
the whole
enjoy the
game,
rest of
all
the
their
show. There are
games
some
in
fantastic
one
games
package.
here
Oh,
that we
yeah?
cannot wait to play ourselves.
Mhm.
Did the summer Steam sale already happen?
Not sure.
Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 is coming to PC, current, and
Chat saying
next-gen
no.
consoles
See,
in
you could just wait for that
2021.
before you buy it.
In our next part of the show, the Future Game Show goes retro with
Uh-oh.
a series of games that reimagine the arcade and console classics of some of my favorite eras, the 80s and 90s.
And what better way to begin than with a bullet hell shoot 'em up created by a small team from Lebanon, including a former Pixar artist. Here's an exclusive gameplay slice of Signy.
Exclusive gameplay slice.
Exclusive.
I like the lady's voice. You need to do a lady's voice version.
You're about 1 million packs of cigarettes and 10 years too late for that shit.
Oh, wow. I was not, holy shit. Was not expecting this when they said retro.
Oh, it's going to be top down.
Yeah. It is very pretty, though.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh, is this just going straight into the gameplay? Holy
Now we're
shit.
seeing the sizzle.
Yeah.
Holy
Is the
shit.
steak gonna? Okay.
I remember playing a game like this on regular Nintendo back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
For
Dude,
hours.
This is gorgeous looking.
Yeah. Ooh, those particle effects are great.
This reminds me of, like, was it Geometry Wars? No, not Geometry Wars. Whatever the Xbox title was back in the day. In terms of the lighting. You can it's a very good looking game.
Yep, take my money.
This game will also be way too hard for me. I'm just gonna put that out there. Bullet hell games are not my forte.
Oh no. It gets so frustratingly hard towards as you get deeper into them.
Is this stream 60 FPS? It's a 48 FPS stream. That's okay.
Oh wow. Haven't seen that before.
Haven't seen that one before, yeah.
Signy is coming to Windows, Mac, and the developers hope next generation consoles. Okay, so we're keeping the arcade vibes coming with a high-speed tribute to arcade racing classics like Daytona USA and a stylish platformer that looks like a noir comic book.
Thanks,
but
Elena.
first,
World premiere.
Cut the flesh, the mind will fall. Slay the seven, save us all. Fulfill what others failed to do.
Are we summoning the devil?
Mornia depends on you.
Oh my god.
That was a baby on her umbilical cord.
Well, Zeke's in. He's just not saying it yet. 'Cause he's...
Well, like,
whoa.
I don't know, man.
What is this? This is
Like
super
Blasphemy?
cool looking.
Is that the name of that game?
Yeah,
That
Blasphemy.
just
Yeah.
came out?
Yeah.
With the Diablo spin?
And the fucking music too. Damn.
Dude, every game they've shown so far has been great. Morbid. Okay.
Morbid, the seven acolytes. Magratheus bless you, Striver.
Magrathea? That's a planet in Hitchhiker's Guide. The planet where they make planets. What do you think, Cope? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. His head is in the clouds right now.
Yeah. It always is. Wow, I wish we saw, like, continuous action there. We're hacked. Oh, we saw this trailer
Chris
earlier.
Tales is our indie love letter to classic JRPGs. So far, we've shown a small portion of the game's overall content and the ways that you'll be able to learn from the past, act in the present, and rewrite the future, all in real time on one
We
screen.
didn't see how the game actually
This
plays.
unique presentation lets you see the
is this
impact of
Bryce
your
Dales?
choices instantly, and to get really creative in combat by
Whoa.
combining skills and playing with time. Speaking of combat, we just updated our demo on Steam to include Wilhelm, the Child Mage, in a mini Colosseum mode that features a number of new, challenging battles. We're really excited to be bringing Chris Tales both to next-gen consoles and all current consoles later this year.
That's Christ Tales, the game.
Christ Tales.
Uh-huh.
Play as Christ and you sell beer. Christ Tales.
Oh, this is your game, Zeke.
Yeah.
Liberate him. So we are seeing some repeats. Full voiceover.
Ooh.
With improved visuals
didn't
on your
show that part.
PC.
Cash, it's none of your goddamn
Take that, console warriors.
Wait, don't tell me.
Full voice acting makes the game way more playable and streamable.
Yes, I will agree with that.
Evil corporation, this tech enslavement, that, what's next?
Switch PC
Chemtrails?
upgrade.
Now it's our time to be heard. Join the revolution. Mother. Where the hell did they drop me?
And finally, we're delighted to announce the release date for Neon Abyss, a frantic action platformer which fuses classic visuals to an ingenious roguelike dungeon system. Its publisher, Team 17, has encapsulated the spirit of independent games for over 30 years, with titles including Worms, Overcooked, The Escapist, and a whole lot more.
Exclusive.
Rated T for teen.
What?
Well, Worms is great, man.
Wow. Some crazy guns.
Okay. You got some roguelike synergy gun stuff.
Whoa, look at that gun.
Like Ghostbusters.
Like enter the Isaac?
Yeah, like with the things following him around. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac the Gungeon.
Well, there's fishing.
Fishing. Yep.
Holy shit. This looks great.
Dude, I know quite a few motherfuckers gonna get a lot of hours out of this shit.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, if it
Man
plays
will
well.
love this shit.
Is he fighting Jesus there?
What do you think, Co? Oh,
Yeah, he just.
really? I wouldn't have thought you would think that about it, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Kind of surprising.
Neon Abyss will be launching on PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and Windows on July 14th, 2020.
Our next game has been in early access since 2018 with an almost 90% very positive reviews on Steam. Here's an exclusive look at the new Easy
hate how
Day
that's
Academy
like a
High School level
lead-in.
in skateboarding sim
Yeah.
Skater XL.
Exclusive.
Now, this is the one where you actually have to, like, know how to do the moves to do the moves, right?
I have no idea. Is it?
Okay. I thought it was, like, the super technical one.
Looks like this game has a lot of grinding.
Hi, my
God
name
damn
is
it.
Dane. I'm the director at Easy Day Studios, and we're working on Skater XL. Today, we're showing a first look at the Easy Day High School level. This is a new environment we've been working on for some time, and we're excited to show it off today.
Shit, I missed it, Dan. What'd you say?
So this game's got a
I
lot
said
of
this
grinding.
game. Yeah.
Oh.
This level is based on something that's really key to skateboarding, which is the California school environment. This is something that's been in countless skate videos over the years, elementary schools, high schools, very common sort
So
of
if you know,
area
if you have to
and
know
type
how to
of
do
terrain
these
for
moves, like,
skateboarding. One thing
what does
we
that mean
learned
from an
in
input
starting to build environments for Skater XL
aspect?
is that we have a very unique game mechanic, so we had to go back to the drawing board on how the levels were designed. The pieces of the level are combinations of elements that we've designed ourselves, but also we mix in countless real-world spots. There's probably about 25 real skate spots, some that are very recognizable to anyone in skateboarding, from real high schools,
The
real
sticks
elementary
are your
schools.
feet?
We've got Wallenberg, we've got Clipper,
I will
we've
never
got
play this
parts
game.
of Lockwood Elementary.
Yeah, that
just a lot
sounds
of
really
different places.
complicated.
Again, these are historic pieces. If
I would
you
need
know
an easy
skating, you
mode.
probably know a bunch of these
Auto
spots.
trick.
I want to press X
the
and flip
interesting
my
thing
fucking
is, again,
skateboard
based on the
7,000
game
times.
mechanic itself, we've actually massaged and tweaked each of these spots to be not just recognizable, but also really fun and work with game mechanic as
I'm
well.
flying out to unknown settings. Look at how we shine. This is the life. House on the heat. This is the life.
The unique thing about Skater XL is it really starts with the controls. The joysticks, the analog sticks on the
They need to work
gamepad
on the
are
eyes
mapped
'cause they look
directly to
dead.
the feet. So you have independent
Oh,
control
here it goes.
of the foot, and everything is completely physics-based and generated in the moment. So what this leads to is, kind of a first for skateboarding games in general, is that, the gameplay is not driven by animations, it's driven by the physics. We didn't actually program
Wait, so are you
tricks
on
into
rails?
the game, we just programmed movement, and with that movement you're able to do all kinds of tricks. So as you build up your skill, you're also building up your ability to articulate and perform those tricks in different ways. The element of style and execution comes into it, and that's really where the satisfaction, the fun of this game comes, that you're really directly in control.
That is actually
just
pretty
like
nice.
real skateboarding, there's such a depth in the ways that you can use that board and how you can develop your skills. It becomes a very personal thing, and in the real world that leads to all these other things that pop up around skateboarding, the culture and the creative side, and the community, and that's something very unique to skateboarding you don't see with other things. So, our goal has really been to capture a lot of those elements and bring them into the game as well. The interesting thing is that it's been a decade since the last significant entrant into the skateboarding genre, and it hasn't been explored in
It's a good way to get around saying Tony Hawk.
All these different things available to connect the community, to put content out, different platforms. So we're seeing
Or
really
skate.
interesting explosion of content, our creative community, and modders, and all these different things happening around the core of the game. So it's really exciting to see where this could lead in the future. Skater XL is coming out onto all major platforms July 28th, and that includes Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC.
So, Chet, do you use the left and right
Thanks,
bumpers
Dane,
to turn,
and
or
the
the
whole team at
triggers?
Easy Day Studios. Our next game bills itself as Synthwave FPS.
Which means it looks nice and you shoot things.
It's already been a big hit on Steam, and we're pleased to announce today that it's now coming to Xbox One. This is GTTOD. Get to the orange door.
Exclusive.
We have arrived.
I feel like I played
Oh
this.
my god, this thing. I might have to just play this off screen. The soundtrack.
It's on Steam right now for $20 or 14, 15 bucks. Excuse me. It's been out since May of last year.
That looks really good.
Get to the Orange Door is coming to Xbox One in 2020, and we're pleased to announce that a new demo is available right now, free to download on Steam.
Okay, Nolan, come on. You're dying here.
What are you talking about? I'm not that bad.
No. I mean, you're going to be dying when you play our next game. A third-person action-adventure, get this, It's set within a coma where you explore your memories while fighting for your life.
Okay,
What?
I'm confused. I think I need to see the trailer.
All right, glad you asked.
All right, well, this is going to be depressing.
Exclusive.
This is Metal Gear Solid 5. Never mind. We're already out of the coma.
Hideo Kojima joint.
Oh my god, that running.
Made in coma.
Nice. Is this like What Dreams May Come? Oh. What the fuck?
What was it? Did we get the title of it yet?
I don't think so.
Waking.
Oh, yeah. Duh, Waking.
Waking is coming to Xbox and Steam on June 18th, 2020.
Not to
Wants
be
an
confused with another
exclusive
game
premiere.
of a dude just laying
Well,
in bed
Not really.
called
asking.
wanking.
This is actually happening. Our next game is a sequel to the critically acclaimed World
A
War II
beat simulator.
flying sim Bomber Crew, which boldly goes as close as its licensing team allows into a.
All right, Dan. I'll give you that one. That was very good. God damn, I missed you, Dan. I missed you so
Ko,
much.
if you're listening, come back and save me. Get me out of here, Ko.
For too long, the Phasmids have been causing trouble in our peaceful little corner of space. But not any longer.
Gina, let's go full Abrams with the flares.
Enlist today to embark on an epic space adventure and do your part.
Ooh, let's get some of those cool wipey things in this part, Gina. Join us on Athena Station.
I'm doing my part.
Is this FTL-ish?
Experience the rush of spaceflight. Seek out new life. And make new friends along. And make new friends. And make new friends along the way. Live, laugh, and prosper. And may the fourth join the space crew.
Gina, let's zoom around in 3D and get some explosions going on here. End it with a bang.
Yeah, it kind of looks like FTL with more humor.
Yeah. That looks fun. September.
Space Crew is published by Curve Digital and will launch on PC, Xbox One, PS4, and Switch in late 2020.
Hey, Nolan, I got a good question for you. You ready? What is scarier than clowns?
Nothing is scarier than clowns. You know that.
Well, you wouldn't say that if you'd been to Wales. You should probably cover your eyes for this.
What?
Exclusive.
These are not words I wish to write. I fear you may believe me taken with madness. My father seeks to use me. He wishes me to sing for him as she did. To become the star attraction that will draw good folk to this accursed spit of land. I cannot explain further, but ask that you trust me. Your love, always, Elizabeth.
Hello, my name is Ben Tester, and I'm head of marketing at Wells Interactive. Right now we're finishing work on a new title, Made of Scare, and we're really excited to be able to share with you this new and exclusive gameplay footage.
Made of Scare? What was that?
I don't. Made of Whales, Scares, and...
Made of Scare is a first-person
Made of
survival
Scare.
horror game, which features a story inspired by Welsh folklore. It fuses psychological, gothic, and British horror.
I wonder if it's like
Set in 1898, Made of
MAID?
Scare is inspired by the haunting Welsh
Yeah.
tale of Elizabeth
Oh,
Queen.
Scare is a
It's a story
proper
of
noun
a
like a
family
place.
empire that's driven by torture, slavery, piracy, and a supernatural mystery that suffocates the grounds of the hotel. In this footage, we wanted to explore the 3D sound-based AI system that is the core survival mechanic. We want to show you what you can do to remain undetected, and if you're caught, what tools are available for you to survive.
Oh, they don't have any faces.
The enemies at Scare Hotel are completely blind, and they hunt by only what they can hear. So any noise that you make from walking or running, bumping into environmental objects, or even breathing heavily will often result in death. so you can
Why
avoid
don't they have
detection by creeping,
faces?
avoiding the obstacles that make the noise. But if the enemies are close, then holding your breath is the only option. If you mistime this and run out of breath, then even your panting will get you killed. You are not completely defenseless. There'll be a sound-based weapon available with limited
holy
ammo
hand grenade of
hidden in
anti-oc.
and around the grounds of the hotel.
Now just out of 3 though.
I kind of wish they wasn't talking
puzzle
over this,
pieces,
so
map
we'd see
pieces,
that it was actually
and
like a
story
horror game.
pickups, all items that you
Yeah.
can find and add to your inventory. The game will feature 3 levels of difficulty. The scares remain the same throughout, but a change in AI behavior, enemy strength, limited manual saves,
Sackboy grew
reduced
up, and he's
ammo
a
and health
dick.
items
Yeah,
will put
he's a
more of an
real
emphasis
asshole.
on that classic survival horror experience. Made of Scare is coming to PC and console, with a digital and physical launch on PS4 and Xbox One this July. You can wishlist the game now on Steam, and pre-purchase
Dude,
will be
I
available
didn't realize
in the coming
wish
weeks.
listing was such
Thank
a
you for
big
joining
deal.
us, and we hope you enjoy the show.
Every single one of these games.
Once I found it, like honestly, like it's been around on Steam for a long time, but once I found it, like doing Indie Sundays, it became so much easier.
Okay, there you go. All right.
And also,
Made of
like,
Scare
keeping an eye on
launches
games that
PS4,
that
Xbox,
look good to
Switch,
me.
and Windows
Yeah.
in 2020.
I wish listed it. It looks
Hey,
fucking
Em,
right up my alley.
What's better than looking at one upcoming game?
Is this another one of your dad jokes?
It's looking at a collection of upcoming games in the space of a few minutes.
Okay, I'm listening.
Here's an incredible lineup of future hits to get excited about.
Whoa. Smite?
That'll be a hit someday.
I think that might do well. Fall Guys!
I can't wait for fucking Fall Guys! It's been on my
was
wish
super
list
fun.
for fucking ever!
Oh, there's that game Co was talking about.
Carrion.
Carrion.
That's on
Yeah,
my list.
this one
my
looks
wish
great.
list too.
Oh, that looks cool. Huh.
That Anno one, I was not on the Steam wish list.
Oh, am I ahead of the games? Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm watching the wrong monitor, chat.
Yeah.
Apparently I was spoilering every game before it was shown. Wow, I think I've gotten yelled at for 6 different things in the past 30 seconds, chat. Jesus Christ.
How dare you, JP?
How dare you exist? You fuck!
They paid for this high quality free entertainment, all right?
I know.
That was a great game.
Is that like completely done though, Zeke? Or is it still?
Oh yeah,
in there?
I beat it, but I beat it before they added a patch, so you can zoom in.
Oh.
Like, there's a really cool new patch where you can zoom in. But yeah, it was a great. Cloud Pump's a great game.
Whoa.
What is that one?
Hammer thing. I don't know. That's cool. I don't know what the goal is. But get that fucking. No!
What do you think,
No!
Co? Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, good one.
No!
You're really on fire today, or wet. I don't know.
Get it out of there.
And you can find out more information about all those titles
Future
by heading to
bullshit.
gamesradar.com. Our next game appeared in our sister event, the PC Gaming Show, just a few hours ago. And we're delighted to have John Pearl join us now for an exclusive look at Remnant from the Ashes DLC, subject 2923.
Exclusive DLC with free with season pass stuff.
Hello, I'm John Pearl, the design director at Gunfire Games.
Hi, John.
Right now, the team is hard at work on Subject 2923, the final DLC for Remnant from the Ashes. This DLC is much larger and more expansive than any of the previous content we've released.
Have they always had numbers like that, chat? I put like 30 hours in the game, but I don't remember.
This DLC will introduce a brand new campaign that takes place a year after the events of the base campaign of Remnant. This campaign focuses on the origin of the Dreamer project and how it connects to the
You could
Ruth
turn them
invasion
off?
on Earth.
Oh, I probably did
With
that.
the footage we're showing, we're giving y'all a sneak peek at the icy and unforgiving heights of the new explorable world of Risum. The inhabitants of the world are an entirely new faction of enemies, the Uriki, which are a race of menacing humanoid rats. In combat, you'll find they are as resourceful as they are deadly.
Skaven.
Yeah, pretty much.
This DLC has a lot of additional content. With the addition of the new campaign comes all new quests, bosses, weapons, trinkets, armor sets, and more. Additionally, Risum will be added as an option in adventure mode, and if you have the Swamps of Courses DLC, it'll add Risum to the rotation of survival mode as well. The Subject 2923 DLC is coming to PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4 on August 20th, and we can't wait for everyone to play it. Thank you so much for tuning in to find out what's next for Remnant from the Ashes. Hope you all enjoy the rest of the future game show.
That was definitely a line they said, all right, you need to record that in again and make sure you give it a little bit more
so
excitement.
Remnant from the Ashes, Subject 2923, will launch on Xbox One, PS4, and Windows PC. And now for something completely different.
Exclusive Monty Python ripoff. Everybody loves playing board games now they're finally cool. But they're not so easy to play when you can't meet up with your friends or loved ones. Don't fret, my old chums. Here at Thunderbox HQ, we've been working tirelessly to create state-of-the-art AI, amazing computer graphics, a bitching synth soundtrack, and our laser-powered but totally harmless board game zapping digitizer. Also, we can bring you the retro sci-fi survival strategy we like to call The Captain is Dead. Let me just load it up for you.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, there are aliens all over the ship.
That was so loud.
Open up. Wow, this looks kind of dangerous. Good.
Ready. Get your goddamn dirty tentacles off of my spaceship!
Biological components operating at 100%. Skill assimilated.
Reminds me of one of those old-fashioned video games. And I'm done.
Was he wearing like a Guinan from Star Trek Next Generation outfit?
I haven't used one of these since 3086. I'm still fine.
Those aliens picked the wrong ship to mess with.
The Captain is Dead. Head on over right now to
It is
Steam
dark.
right now to wish list it up right now.
The Captain is Dead
That's what
is
Doc
a
did
digital
before he was
board
a
game
streamer,
and will
chat.
launch on Steam in 2020.
Okay, so our next games, they're linked by their focus
Or
on player
this is
creativity.
the future, so
From
I guess
designing
stuff goes
a
real
food-themed
bad.
obstacle course for you and your
In the
friends
next couple of
to
months for 'em.
creating a mobile base that traverses a savage land. But let's start with a title called Main Assembly.
Hello inventors, and welcome to Main Assembly, a game that gives you the freedom to create anything you can imagine. With huge open sandboxes to explore, your creations will be pushed to the breaking point. Jam-packed with loads of challenges and parts to unlock, pushing your inventions to the limit. Revolutionary freeform crafting lets you construct anything with ease and precision. Once you have perfected your design, why not take it for a test flight? Happy with how your robot looks? With the visual programming interface, you can set up controls and use sensors to make logic for different types of automation and really put your creations to work.
Too smart for me.
Jump online with friends
I
to
know.
compete.
Like, I don't got the skill for that.
Show your creations to the world and test out what
It's a
others
waffle
in
game.
the community have built in the workshop. Will your creation be the one that everyone is talking about? Main Assembly is out now in early access. See you there, inventors.
Here we go. Oh no, I thought this was Fall Guys. This is that collector weird game.
Hello, my name's Jamie Jackson and I'm from Mythical Games, and today we're super excited to give you an in-depth look at our new games, Blanco's Block Party. We're a new studio created by a bunch of veterans who helped create some of the world's biggest game franchises, including Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, Skylanders, DJ Hero, Guitar Hero, and Minecraft Story Mode. Blanco's Block Party is a game about vinyl toys coming to life, but it's actually more than just a game. It's a place for gamers and content creators and collectors to come together and to build and to own and to set the rules for the worlds that they want to play in. So here we can see one of our Blancos running around the Junction. The Junction in Blancos is a really cool place that is just the beginning of the Blancos world.
Big ass hot
dog. It's going to grow over time. You go there as a solo player, it's going to be full of other players doing their thing. It's going to be full of gigs and dares that our NPCs are going to set for you. As you do these things in the Junction, you're going to level up your Blanco, so you're going to be able to train them to do different things. So each Blanco that you own, not only do you own it, you get to train it and to be the type of Blanco you want it to be. So you could make it super fast and jumpy, you could make it super tough for some of the shooter games, you could make it super powerful for some of the race games. You're also going to be able to get these really cool rewards from the quests. Some of those things might be things that you can attach to your Blanco that just look cool. Some of them will actually enhance a lot of your abilities. But
Who are these games supposed to
Junction
be
is
for?
just the beginning.
Like younger
And it's gonna
kids?
grow and get bigger and bigger over time.
I don't know.
Now what we're seeing is some of the UGC content. So everything here, people just built using the UGC editor. We wanted it to be super easy for players to build and create these levels. Key to it is everything can be done with a game controller. In Blanco's Block Party, you're going to be getting new content seasonally. And what that means is we're going to be delivering you some really cool stuff that is only available
It's games
for that
made
season.
for soda
So
pop.
if you go and buy a Blanco in season 1, that won't be available once you get to season 2. So if you manage to snag one of the cool ones, you're going to be one of the few that gets to keep that for as long as you want to keep it. The same applies to any of the dares and the quests. Those are going to be locked to a season, and anything that you get from completing those things only is available in that season. Ownership is a key part of the experience. So our proprietary technology platform provides true ownership of what players buy and create through verifiable assets. It allows us to legitimize the type of grey markets that pop up around so many games, and it gives players the power to dictate the value of those assets. And the key thing is you as a player own it, and we're going to make it really easy for you to do what you want with that.
What the fuck was
Players can create the world that they want in Blancos. We've just provided really easy tools so that you can build whatever world you want to build and set the rules for that world. The limit really is kind of your imagination. Blanco's Block Party is coming to PC later this year, and we will be announcing more news around additional platforms and our beta soon. If you want to know more about it, head over, reserve your account at blancos.com, and you can also follow us on Twitter at playblancos and Instagram at playblancos. Thank you and enjoy the show.
All right.
Not for me.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it?
Exclusive.
Exclusive.
Square Enix is somewhere in this. I wonder if this is their game.
Oh, if you want a fun, like, free-to-play game, that's kind of like that last... I mean, sort of like you can create levels and challenges and levels with your own rule system and stuff like that. Misfits, it's free. You could do like Rocket League style stuff or that kind of shit. I mean, it probably doesn't have as many features as that game does, but it's fucking free.
Hi, my name is Lucas. I'm a producer here at Donkey Crew working on Last Oasis, and today I would like to show you our new map. Last Oasis is a nomadic survival MMO combining innovative features that allow players to traverse
Wait, is
the
this
world
the
on
game that
complex
Sam and
wooden
them were
machines,
playing?
engage in epic battles both against the fauna and against each other, leave a mark on the player-driven economy, and do many
Guys,
more
this is
exciting
not what the
things in
footage
this
looks
unique
like.
world.
Imagine
What
a
we're showing
bad
here today
Spider-Man
is the
game where
next
you're
big
just
addition to the
dying
game,
constantly,
a volcanic
and that's
oasis. This
a
upcoming
better
type of map
representation of
consists
this
of
game.
all new areas to explore, from cold and barren fields stretching all the way
That's
to
what
the
I saw for
horizon,
like
to
20
hard-earned
hours on
volcanic
Strip
rock
and Stream.
formations that creates natural passages and scorching hot lava lakes, obliterating anything that gets near. As you
Remember, I
travel
was really
through
excited
these
because I
vast
saw that
virgin
thing and I was like,
terrains,
oh
you'll
shit,
get a
dude.
chance to discover
That looks
efficient ways to mine obsidian and find rare loot in mysterious man-made stone ruins, and even hunt legendary killings, these giant winged lizards inhabiting
I saw
mountains in
none
hot
of this
climates.
when biking. Was this
Harsh
not in the game,
conditions of the
chat? Is that
volcanic
why
lands
they didn't do it?
make it very difficult for nomads to survive if they decide to settle on this hot soil. Greenery and sources of
this is
water
new?
are hard
Okay.
to come by, and hostile flying monsters don't make it any easier to explore because they are attracted to walker wings, making it essential for anyone who decides to venture towards
To
these
be
new
fair, judging a
territories
game
to
based on
prepare in
Strippin's
advance.
gameplay.
Smart traders will likely take advantage of
True.
resource scarcity
True.
to try to make some plots on desperate nomads missing some wood or water, while explorers will be risking their lives to gather rare resources that appear in high quantities in these dangerous conditions. We are working tirelessly to bring in more content and improvements for the game, so make sure to try Last Oasis out now on Steam. See you next time.
All right.
Next up, the Future Game Show talks to industry experts about how next-gen consoles and PC technology are changing the way we play. We hope you enjoy our special investigation into the future of gaming. And for the record, we called it that first.
What? Who are we talking to? Who's going to be here?
I have no idea.
I hope Rami shows up.
Keanu?
Or Keanu. Keanu is the future of video games.
It's time to see what's next. A new generation
I
of
hope they
gaming
just
is
have,
upon us, with home consoles such
like
as
Talking
Sony's
Head style
PlayStation
talk
5
show.
and Microsoft Xbox Series X set to release in late 2020. Developers are preparing to change the way we play forever. We see companies like Google Stadia continuing to push the boundaries of cloud gaming
forgot
technology,
Stadia was a
while
thing.
studios like Epic Games are beginning to show
So
us
did
what
Google.
a new generation of engines will be capable of delivering. The Future Game Show has caught up with some of the world's leading developers in fields including graphics, audio, storytelling, and machine learning to discover how the next generation of hardware will push video games in a way that we have never experienced before.
Nice.
That's for my chat.
The way that I see game worlds changing in the next generation is with a bigger focus on player interaction
That guy's last
and
name is
making
Frick.
the worlds feel truly alive. We can already make game worlds that are almost too big for the amount of content that we put in them. So,
Pretty good.
of course, graphics will take a huge
Yeah.
leap forward, but it's the complexity, diversity, and the freedom to play around in them that I think will be the biggest leap.
The new technology that really excites me is using machine learning, both to make the game feel a lot more responsive and meaningful to the player, and to augment my abilities as a game developer. The way that I see video games evolving in the next generation is with richer game interactivity. We've seen graphics fidelity just explode over the last
Relicta?
20 years. Games can look so good these days, it's crazy.
I hope that game's good.
But the sorts of things you can
Ghost
do
of
in video
Tsushima.
games have not really caught up. What I'm super
Looks good.
interested in is solving
It looks very
problems
good.
that
I hope it
help
plays-
game worlds and the characters
I hope
in
it-
them
Mhm.
play and
Challenging
feel
and exciting.
as alive as they can now look.
If it's good, I hope
The
they port it
next
to
generation
PS5
of
and have
tools
like a
technology
60 frame
will allow a
per
game
second
to
version.
really acknowledge the emergent, creative things you can do as a player, and to help game developers create richer, more soulful game worlds.
You're in front of the game
I'm
titles?
really excited
Maybe if you
about
stop
using
fucking
technology
typing and
so
listen
semantic
to what we
amounts
just
to
said,
help game
you might
characters
realize
feel
that we're
responsive
saying the
and
name of the
alive.
fucking
To get the
game.
game to
You
create
moron.
content not just randomly, but based on the kinds of things you've done as a player so far.
One
Got
way
'em.
that game worlds might feel more alive in the future is by replacing
I love
scripted
you, Papa
interactions with
JP.
organic conversations.
I know,
This
son.
live
I'll
demo
protect
from
you.
Russian AI project
There's idiots out
LiveMind
there.
literally puts words into Geralt's mouth and could be a sign of things to come.
Do you remember Vegelwood Derby?
Yes, I won a great saddle for racing that.
Of course, it isn't just game worlds that will evolve in the next generation, but the types of stories being told within them too. Narrative is such an important component to the games we play, furthering our connection with virtual spaces and the characters that inhabit them. It makes sense then that this is one area developers are
like
eager
low
to evolve.
quality like
I wrote my
demo
first game
on that.
for a computer
However,
on 1K
that was
on cassette. Obviously, 40 years later, so much has changed. But in some ways, we're still pursuing the same goal.
The biggest benefit of games as a storytelling medium is the interaction, but often we still tell the stories at the players instead of truly letting them be a part of it.
The future of interactive storytelling should be about how we can make the experience as frictionless as possible.
Really making the player feel like they are actually part of the
Oh,
story.
it's Bayek.
You know, tailored experiences that they can do not only by themselves but also with friends at home or online.
I'm also hoping to see storytelling explore more collaborative
That's Fortnite,
elements.
by the way, Chad,
Telling
in case
stories
you didn't
to
know.
larger
In case you
groups
missed
of players
that.
at once,
Said
without
Fortnite
telling
there.
each of them that only they are
Is
the
that an
chosen
indie game?
When we
Yeah.
start thinking to ourselves, is
Small.
traversal what should be at the heart of every storytelling experience in AAA? You know, can we make it more about the internal conflicts rather than those external conflicts of running, jumping,
Erica?
and shooting?
Have you
I
played
played
that
that.
scene?
Never
Oh, you
have
did?
to cut away to load the next scene.
I got the
or assets.
shittiest like
If there's a cut to
like
black, it's only
storyline,
because the
'cause there's,
director
like,
wanted that cut
I don't
in that
know,
exact moment.
6, 8
And
endings,
storytelling
something like
goes
that.
well beyond just the words being said.
But I got the
audio,
shittiest one 'cause I made the
camera
worst
shots,
choices, of
effects,
course.
the location. And with characters and the world looking more real than ever, less downtime due to loading, and more feedback from our controllers, we'll hopefully see larger or more immersive scenes that won't need to let up just because the hardware requires it.
A new generation of hardware means we are about to encounter a new frontier for graphical fidelity and visual effects. That's a given. But what about game audio? Sony and Microsoft are putting more emphasis than ever before on audio, and in the way that sound can draw us in game worlds like never before, could our sense of immersion in virtual spaces be about to change entirely?
In the next generation, audio will definitely be recorded and expressed in a much bigger sense. We're already starting to see hints of it already. Technologies such as ambisonics and ambisonics are being rediscovered, and people are starting to think in different ways of how we could even push the boundaries even further.
So one of the things that's so exciting about the next gen audio is that it's promising just a whole new level of immersion. Obviously, the PS5 3D audio is kind of the most outspoken example of this. And so with that new immersion, hopefully is going to come whole new levels of player engagement.
This is something that's very special about sound and music, is that it really gets to, you know, it accesses the core of who we are, and the fact that we have 3D audio will enhance that in a much grander sense.
Of course, some of the biggest changes to play you won't be able to see. From smaller teams being given the tools to more easily achieve their creative ambitions, the expansion of services such as cross-platform play and cloud gaming, to a huge reduction in load times and install sizes. Here's just some of the reasons developers are excited about the changes on the near horizon.
Playing games in the next generation should feel more social than ever, with all the online services bound to get a refresh. I definitely feel like the next generation will have more opportunities to play together when we can't be together.
I think the future of mobile gaming is really about two things. The first is about ubiquity. The second part of mobile gaming in the future will be about sociability. People are going to play games in a more and more social manner, and it'll be strange in the future if you find someone that's actually playing a game purely solo and never plays any game with other people.
Crossplay is becoming more widely accepted and implemented, and that means you shouldn't have to coordinate what SKU you're getting with your friends, what version they're getting, what platform they're on. You should be able to seamlessly play together, which is amazing.
Almost zero load times, cross-platform ownerships of games, cross-platform cloud saves. and just overall the focus on the player's experience rather than the platform itself.
The next generation of hardware should allow smaller teams to create products of a higher graphical fidelity.
Is the developers will have this extraordinary opportunity to create really rich, diverse worlds at very, very high resolution. And we'll be able to come to rely on game engines to do so much of what we couldn't do before in terms of complex lip syncing.
When does Watch Dogs come out?
Complex animation.
Is that this fall?
What this will do is it'll level the player.
I don't know if they have a set release date yet.
And developers who previously
That was sometime this year.
at the high end will be able to do so.
Oh, it's
a
delayed?
really exciting time.
Huh. I guess putting Watch Dogs out right now is kind
We'd
of
like to thank everyone who gave up their time to
weird
bring us
thing.
that insight into the future of gaming.
All right, our next game is introduced by a gaming legend.
Thanks, Emily. You know, guys,
Seriously, Nolan? Oh my god. Okay, no, I refer, of course, to Brian Fargo. He's the original producer of Fallout. He's here to tell you about the action RPG Wastelands 3. Let's take a
To be
look.
fair, Nolan North is probably
Yeah.
more well known.
Exclusive.
Maybe not from Brian Fargo, though. Co's missing Wasteland 3, but trust me, his chat will
Hello,
let him know
everybody.
1,000 times
I'm
over.
Brian Fargo. I was the
I still need to play
executive
Wasteland
producer
2.
on the original Fallout and Wasteland series. And I'm here to tell you today that finally Wasteland 3 is coming.
What is that
August 28th
statue?
For the Xbox, PC, and PlayStation 4.
Who would do this?
I think Wasteland 2 is a really long game, Dan. So you should get started
Yeah.
soon so
Who
you can
would
play
murder
Wasteland 3.
families and children?
Luckily, this summer is pretty empty.
Yeah, it's true.
Let's find the monsters who did this.
Drop your guns and she doesn't die. Got it?
Good one, Co.
Wastelands 3 is coming to Xbox One, PS4, Windows, Mac, and Linux on August 28th, 2020.
Linux, wow. You don't hear that often.
Question. If clowns are a 10 on the scarometer,
And what? My dying is like a 4?
yeah, we've been over this. Look, if clowns are like high, then our next game needs a new scoring system. Check out this new gameplay from survival horror Remothered, Broken Porcelain.
I played Remothered, something Fathers.
Rated M for mature.
Right?
Please come in, Miss Reed.
Tormented Fathers.
Good evening, Mr. Ashman. Do you remember me?
Only between old friends.
I'm Jennifer, by the way.
Lindsay?
I have to go back.
But call me Lynn. At last.
It's just a bad dream.
Where are you? Show yourself!
What's the
What have you done to her?
Yeah.
So, is this the same story that you played, Zeke?
I only played a little bit of it. I played like an hour and a half or something like that. But it was definitely an indie game that I.
Of course I will.
I can't remember if I liked it enough to come back to it, or I just forgot, or. But I'm gonna have to give it another look. This looks pretty great.
Person just added flamethrower type deal.
Remothered Broken Porcelain comes to PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and Windows in late 2020.
Next up, we have a world-exclusive teaser for a new title from Different Tales. No spoilers here, but if there's a full moon tonight, we all should stay inside.
Should be only a couple more. They said this was only an hour.
Mm-hmm.
We're at an hour and 10. I still want to know what Square, like, they're saving whatever Square has till the end, I think.
Yeah.
This is FMV?
I don't know. Unless I missed something that they're publishing. Oh, I bet you it's Avengers, right? Isn't Nolan in that?
He
Oh,
is,
man,
yep.
we can't wait to see more from this team in the coming months.
So the Future Games Show has taken a closer look at the games of tomorrow, but big changes are happening to the way we play right now. Features such
Her
as
nails.
cross-progression
Ugh.
and crossplay allow us to...
Crossplay? It sounds like you that time you tried to play Crash Bandicoot.
As I was saying, new features like crossplay let PS4 owners connect with Xbox, Switch, and PC owners in their favorite shooters. We caught up with developers Hi-Rez about how these features work in their current and upcoming games.
Crossplay lets you play games with your friends, regardless of which platform they own, and it's grown in popularity thanks to titles such as Fortnite and Call of Duty Warzone. Developers Hi-Rez Studios are trailblazers in this field, but the industry as a whole has been slower to embrace the potential of crossplay. We caught up with Hi-Rez to ask why, and to discover the importance of crossplay as we head into the next generation.
To overcome the challenges of making crossplay work, you need to change people's mindsets. There's a fear that platforms will lose revenues and lose players to competing platforms if they open the doors to crossplay and progression. In the future, I think you'll start to see consoles and other platforms embrace a truly play-anywhere experience.
It will become increasingly less important what hardware you're using to access the game and much more about like connectivity and communication.
There'll still be exclusives, but the true crossover hits won't be constrained to one platform.
Crossplay and cross-progression also challenges game
I didn't know he
developers to
left
think more globally and holistically about audiences. That you should be able to play from anywhere, doing anything, and kind of have that that follow you around as you go from console to console or platform to platform.
If they choose Xbox or PlayStation or Nintendo or PC for the next generation, it doesn't matter. The game they love and the purchases they made will come with them.
Players expect the same experience across all of their platforms, and so to be able to actually pull that off takes a reasonably high level of sophistication. And you also want to ensure that kind of competition across all these platforms is fair regardless of who they're up against. Now that a console game is a PC game, is a mobile game, for many games, things like cultural relativism, localization, global community management are a bigger and bigger role in gaming. So I think the long answer short, that's one of the kind of maybe hidden benefits of crossplay, is it stimulates diversity and kind of a global approach to how you think about gaming.
To deliver next-gen crossplay and progression like this, it takes commitment from the start. Hi-Rez Studios currently publishes 3 crossplay and cross-progression titles, with a 4th coming this summer. We keep learning new lessons, but the single biggest is, it's much easier to build a play-anywhere title from the start than it is to shoehorn it later in a project.
More players accessing the same game rather than fragmenting across all of these platforms also means that your ability to make matches and the quality of those matches starts to increase. Overall, we're looking to drive the most fair and fun game experience we possibly can, and we think that crossplay and cross-progression are some of the most important pillars to get there.
You guys ready? It's time to get paid!
Don't worry, Dimo was born ready.
What's up, everybody? I'm Scott Lucier, aka Scott Gandhi, and I'm the lead designer at First Watch Games.
I used to report on that guy in the Halo 2 professional days.
Currently, we're finishing work on Rogue Company, and we're really excited to be able to share this update with you.
Hey, what's up, Golden Boy?
Rogue Company is a third-person shooter that features a unique blend between action-paced gameplay and objective-based game modes. In Rogue Company, you play as a rogue, which are a group of elite mercenaries that operate outside of the wall, and they drop in exotic locations all over the world. Rogue Company is going to be free to play, and it'll feature cross-play and cross-progression across all platforms. Since day one of our cornerstones was making sure that you were able to play the game you want, on the platform you want, with the friends that you want. At the end of the day, Rogue Company can be summarized in one word: inclusive. Today we are in the late stages of Rogue Company development, which means we're testing cross-play and cross-progression features, polishing weapons, rogues, and maps. The majority of my time is spent refining the core combat experience in Rogue Company while also making sure that our maps and modes are providing exciting and unique gameplay. I do want to say, it's pretty amazing to play Rogue Company on a handheld device like the Switch. Being able to play Rogue Company at 60 FPS as I sit on the couch and my wife is watching another episode of Love Island is a dream come true.
Weird Love Island
Rogue
shout out
Company
there.
is coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch later this summer. We can't wait for you to play
The
our
weirdest
flavor of love.
flex.
To sign
Yeah.
up for the alpha, head on over to roguecompany.com. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Wait, is Rogue Company? Oh, sign up for Alpha. Never mind. I had never heard of that.
Big thanks to the teams at High Res for that look into the future of crossplay and info about their upcoming titles.
Now we all know the next generation consoles are getting closer, so here's an exclusive look at what's to come in Square Enix's third-person shooter, Outriders.
Ah, okay. This
Here we
game
go.
actually looks pretty good.
Exclusive.
They did a.
They call it NX.
Next time on the Outriders broadcast.
Yeah, they did one of these like
we'll be taking a
broadcast
look
things. It
at
was
the
really
journey
good.
into the unknown.
Yeah.
Plus the characters joining
Did you
your
watch that, Dan?
adventure as you battle through a hostile
the what?
world.
They're like
We'll also be
broadcasting they did.
showcasing a brand new
No,
area
I didn't.
and
Okay.
delving deeper into our next class, the Pyromancer. Coming next month.
Wait, that's. Okay.
We can't wait to
That's
hear
awesome.
more
That was very
about
short.
Outriders
Yeah,
in the lead up
that
to
was the
release
debate.
sometime in holiday 2020.
We're heading 150 years into the future next, where humanity is struggling to survive and human brains are being transferred into robot bodies. Here's more on Disintegration.
Oh, bunch of people are
One
streaming this
step
yesterday,
further.
or 2 or 3 days ago.
See what we've got. 5 integrated outlaws.
Sir, have you got weapons and shelter in there? Maybe you could give us a chance to rest.
We may have more of interest to you than guns.
Hi there, my name's Marcus Leto. I'm the president and creative director at V1 Interactive, and we are currently working on our brand new debut game called Disintegration. And we are super excited to finally be getting ready for it to launch soon.
Wow, look at you.
Chat, why was this game bad from those that streamed it?
With Disintegration,
Or
we
from those
set
of
out
you
to
that
build
saw it
something
streamed.
truly unique. It blends some great parts of a first-person shooter with a real-time tactical elements in a way that's never been done before, and in a way that required us to invent all new gameplay mechanics in order for it to work.
That's just boring. Huh.
The story of Disintegration is something that's set about 150 years from now in the future, where humanity's really struggling to survive. And one means of survival is taking the human brain and actually implanting it within an armored shell and attaching that to a robotic armature, allowing them to survive through this period of time. Once in these robotic armatures, humans now find themselves in a world where they are super strong, they're super durable, and some of them don't want to return back to humanity again. And so a new army is developed called the Rayon. In this world, we play some of those early integrated who are fighting back and who don't want to follow along with the Rayon.
I've seen what you call freedom. Not interested.
In Disintegration's multiplayer, we allow the players to team up 5v5 against one another, each with their own crew in this incredible battle against one another. Each one of those matches takes place in a different type of game mode, so there's a great variety of things to hop into.
Victory!
In order for the player to really have success playing Disintegration, they need to consider both parts of the equation. On one hand is your grab cycle and your weapons and abilities that you use fluidly in combat. That's just one part of the equation, though. On the other hand is your ground squad, each with their unique abilities that you can fire off tactically in gameplay. It's important that the player understands that both of these things work in tandem together and that they are part of a whole. They are the crew. And for you to kind of consider both parts is critical for your success. So Disintegration is finally going to be released on June 16th on PlayStation 4,
Don't know anything else
Xbox One, and Steam. Well, for the PC. We're excited to be on all three platforms simultaneously, and we are eagerly waiting for the community to hop in and start playing with us.
I'm sorry. Were you two having a moment? I can leave y'all be.
What? The grav cycle? I'm a pilot.
Uh-huh.
It's called a pre-flight inspection.
No judgments here, huh?
I mean, voice acting is great.
Yeah, the presentation of that looks fine. According to everyone in chat, though.
Disintegration is coming to
It's
PS4,
ass.
Xbox One, and PC June 16th.
A lot of sizzle, but no steak.
Now prepare yourselves for a lesson in alternative history as we explore what might have happened if the Second World War didn't end in 1945.
Exclusive.
Hi everyone, my name is Bogdan Graczyk, the game director of the upcoming narrative-driven adventure game Paradise Lost. I'm super excited to walk you through the alternative history that serves as the setting for our story. In Paradise Lost, the Second World War doesn't end in 1945. In the spring of 1960, the Nazi regime is on its knees, and Soviet troops are closing in. Without warning, the Nazis unleash the full might of their nuclear arsenal on their homeland and Eastern Europe, stopping the Soviet offensive in its tracks and turning Europe into an uninhabitable nuclear wasteland. To the rest of the world, this seems like a final act of desperation by one of the cruelest regimes in human
on symbols was
history.
lifted, was it?
Yet, few know of the secrets that have been hidden deep.
I don't even know if that's true or not.
The ARC project is among the most secretive endeavors of the Third Reich. Its goal has been to construct a network of hidden, self-sustainable, heavily fortified underground bunkers meant to shelter an
Where have
Aryan
I heard of
master-race
this
society
25 years ago?
until it can
I don't know.
emerge and rule the post-nuclear landscape.
Sounds very
but
familiar.
not everything goes according to
I
plan.
don't think so.
For reasons
I think
unknown,
this is the first
one
time
of
I've
the
heard of it.
bunkers, located just outside Kraków, Poland, goes dark. Now, as you discover the past, you can shape the present. It's been 20 years since the explosion that set our story in motion. You play as Szymon, a 12-year-old Polish boy driven by personal tragedy to seek out the bunker on the edge of Kraków. At first, the place seems completely desolate. What brought Szymon to the bunker? What answers is he seeking? You'll have to uncover the truth yourself.
So this is like an adventure game type deal, I guess?
So, do you dare discover the last story on Earth?
Paradise Lost is coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X.
Our next game. Wait a second. Emily, have you crossed another thing off my script?
Hey, we discussed this. You can't be trusted.
Unbelievable. Okay, fine. Just roll the tape.
World premiere.
Whether you choose agent
Or choose hacker.
it takes two to complete the mission.
Foxy Cleopatra. Shazam!
Yeah.
It takes two to stay alive.
What is the game?
Operation Tango. It takes two to save the world.
They really switched it
I
up
see
there
what
with
you
that
did
saying. Yeah.
Our next game is so secret, we don't even know its name at the time of this recording. So I'm just going to put myself out there and make one up. I'm
this is
guessing
in
it's
the
called
PS4.
The Kingdom of the Gusty Willows.
What kind of fake name is that? It is not called The Kingdom of Gusty Willows.
Here's the developers of The Kingdom of the Gusty Willows to talk about their show-stopping new PS5 project, The Kingdom of the Gusty Willows.
Can I make it extremely clear? This is not called The Kingdom of the Gusty Willows.
What's the big deal? It's a good title.
That's pretty good, though.
Exclusive.
I guess
Exclusive from the Gusty Willows.
I guess Sony didn't want to give them the name of this in case it leaked.
Sorry, Nolan, the name isn't Kingdom of the Gusty Willows. It's actually called Cana Bridge of Spirits.
Cana. Okay, so we know how to pronounce it now. Cana.
Cana?
Hi,
Okay.
I'm Mike Greer. I'm the
So we're
Chief
always
Creative
going to
Officer
say
of
the other
lab.
version.
And I'm Josh Greer, Mike's brother. I'm the Chief Operating Officer here
No,
at the
there's
studio.
only how else would you
may have
pronounce
seen
that?
our game, Cana Bridge of Spirits, at the
Kina.
Sony PlayStation 5 event.
Well, if you
And
change the
today
A
we're
to an
really
O, it's
excited
like
to share a
Kina.
little bit more
Yeah.
about the project with you.
Something
Kina.
I'm very well versed in.
Yeah.
So, what's this game all about?
Well, Cana Bridge of Spirits is
I think they're
a
still CGI.
story-driven action-adventure game that combines
Definitely.
fast-paced combat with exploration and a really fun, charming companion mechanic where players are going around collecting forest creatures that we call the Rot.
So, you play as Cana. She's a spirit guide who has traveled to this forgotten village and soon discovers that there are many trapped, lingering spirits. And it becomes clear that there are larger forces at play that have sort of corrupted the environment and stopped things from moving on. Well, the main focus of the game actually revolves around helping these trapped spirits. So each kind of level or world that you enter is all focused and kind of themed around the corrupt spirit that's lingering.
And to really help these spirits, you ultimately have to get to know what happened to them in their past life. And to do so, you're looking for clues in the environment, facing combat challenges, solving puzzles. But ultimately, it all relies on building and growing your team.
Yeah, the Rot are key to like sort of every aspect of gameplay. They can be used in combat, to augment abilities. They can be used to manipulate the environment, to carry things around for you. The more Rot you have, the stronger you're going to be as a player, and the more abilities you get to unlock. The trailer does a lot of things, but one thing we wanted to do was make sure we established the tone and sort of darker elements that are in the game. And people see the Rot and the cute characters, and they immediately fall in love with them, which is great. But the opening cinematic with the meditation and kind of battling these spirits, we wanted to use to kind of set that darker tone and establish these, the player is going to be, exposed to some darker themes in the storytelling.
We're targeting a holiday 2020 release, and it will be coming to PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and the Epic Games Store. We're really excited for everyone to get their hands on the game, and in the meantime, enjoy the rest of the show.
Definitely gonna get that on PC.
Yeah, was good.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it. Thanks so much for watching the Future Games Show, and look out for more great next-gen coverage on GamesRadar.com throughout this week and beyond. And don't forget to check out our sister shows from the Guerrilla Collective over the next few days right here on Twitch.
Wait, come on, Nolan. It wouldn't be a game show without that, we got one more thing. Can we do the one more thing moment?
You are so right. Wait, are we in this one?
No.
Oh, well. But hey, Em, would you work with me again? Maybe in some kind of swashbuckling adventure where I play a roguish, charming adventurer?
Nah, I think I've been there, done that.
World premiere.
3 years ago, Serial Cleaner took you back to 1970s America in a single-player stealth action crime story where you played as a professional crime scene cleaner, getting rid of bodies and the incriminating evidence.
I don't remember this game.
All while avoiding the police. Now, with over 1 million owners and releases on all major platforms, we're going to the 90s.
What the
fuck?
I mean, I'm not out. I'm in. You gotta keep me in there. You're doing a good job. Yeah, I can see that. Me in 10 years right there, that guy. Looks a little disco-ish.
Well, that really does complete our showcase for 2020.
Yeah, we hope you've had a great time watching and that you've seen something that you can look forward to. We also just want to take a moment to thank our partners for helping put all of this together, but most of all, we want to thank you for watching.
I'm Nolan North.
And I'm Emily Rose.
And this has been, Emily, if you will, the Future
Game Show 2020.
All right. So wait, what did ZA/ is it Zaum? Is that how you're supposed to pronounce it? I never actually got clarification. What did they bring to this?
Not sure.
They were at the Gorilla Show? I don't even remember. That was like 3 hours ago, man. I have no idea what happened.
Yeah. So many games have mushed together now.
There's so many fucking games. Yeah. Let's see what else is here. Oh, it was just the Epic Games Store announcement. Okay. Halo was there. Wait, chat, when does Avengers have their own thing? Someone in chat said they're doing their own conference.
Oh, really?
One game?
Well, it's just like oh, it's Tuesday? Avengers is late July? Jesus, this is fucking hot. Next week.
It'll be a long summer.
It's the 24th. Okay, June 24th. Gotcha. Oh, it's on the Summer Game Fest site? Okay. Yeah, I hope that Avengers game turns out. All right, I guess we'll see. That's it. That's the Future Game Show. That was pretty good. It definitely started off very strong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the recap site here. Give it the old refresh. I'll just kind of go through.
I think that was a lot for one day. That was like a lot of games for just one day, just crammed in there. But
yeah, that was over 100 games. There was 50 in the PC gaming show. There was, I think we saw like at least 20 or 30 from the first one that we did, and then the Future Game Show just had 40 games as well. Some of them were repeat though. But
yeah, there's only so much room up here for games. Like they keep falling out as new ones go in, so it's like
yes, it was a lot. I'll just kind of run through the names. You guys tell me if you want to rewatch the video real quick. Started off with Quantum Era, into Dustborn, Ghost Runner, Call to Sea, Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1, Signy, All Guns Blazing. That one looked really cool. That was the I remember that one specifically because it was like now I'm blanking on even what type of game it was. There's not shoot 'em up.
Bullet hell kind of a game.
Yes, bullet hell. That's the word that I want. Morbid 7 Acolytes, Hot Shot Racing. Chris Tales actually showed gameplay. Liberated, Neon Abyss, Skater XL. Get to the Orange Door, Waking, not Wanking. That's a different game. As Dan clarified.
One game I would play and one game I might not.
Yeah. Space Crew, Made of Skur. Future Hits Montage, which of course had a bunch of different games in it. Remnant from the Ashes DLC, Captain is Dead, Jesus, 12 more, or 15 more. Main Assembly, Blanco's Block Party, Last Oasis. No one knew what that was. There was that feature where they talked about kind of what's going to happen with all the different hardware. Wasteland 3, by the way, was in there. They didn't really show too much, though, but it did have a trailer. I'm sure your chat will tell you about that. Remothered, Broken Porcelain, Werewolf the Apocalypse, Heart of the Forest, Rogue Company, Outriders, Disintegration, Paradise Lost, Operation Tango, Cana, Bridge of Spirits, and then Serial Cleaners there at the end. I think for me, the coolest looking one was probably that Signy game, which was the Bullet Hell game. But all the ones at the very beginning, like they started off with Quantum Error rather. We'll take a look at that real quick.
Dustborn.
Quantum Error looked really
Which
cool.
one was-
Like
Dustborn is the second one. This is the Quantum Error, which is what they started off with. Which we all thought was like System Shock 3.
Yeah,
dude.
But we were completely wrong. Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, this one looks does it did it say if this
Some
was all
RTX
platforms?
on motherfucking shit if I ever saw it.
Yeah, very pretty looking game for sure. Did this have any information about it? Nope, just says go to their website, quantumerror.com. And that's it. And then Zeke, you were asking about Dustborn, which was kind of like Borderlands. They had a setup in the car where they introduced all the characters.
That's right.
And then they zoomed out and showed like some robots. But it's not Borderlands at all.
Did we figure out what kind of game it is? Is it like a Telltale game?
Well, the main character is a Jedi, if her abilities are anything to go by, which we'll see here in just a second. But apart from that, I have no idea what this game is. Not a clue. There is some sort of fighting, though. But we saw kind of this same thing over and over in terms of this little cutscene here. Looks like there's some sort of dialogue choice.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, the Telltale style.
Yeah. And then she does some fighting up here in just a sec and knocks over a bunch of shoulders. Soldiers, not shoulders. I don't know why I said shoulders. That's where my brain's at right now. We've seen a lot of shit today. What else was there?
Ghost Runner look. Oh, here, let me hold on. Okay, so it is like action. Okay.
Somewhat. There is some
that
sort
was
of action. Yeah, that's all we got.
Jeez. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
All right. Ghost Runner though, that looked fucking awesome.
Yeah, that looked great.
Wait, what?
Sight, sound, the speed. It's the first-person jumping ninja game.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'll pull that up.
I wonder if they'll have a mode where one hit you're dead. Like they have to play it perfectly.
I don't know. This has had a demo out on Steam for a while, and I think most people that played it spoke pretty highly about it. But it definitely does look really cool.
Dude, it's just for like owner popping Genji mains.
yeah, just a bunch of Genji mains who are going to be great at this game.
Oh, apparently the game is one hit you're dead. So just by default.
Oh, really? Jeez.
Yeah, that's what people are saying in chat, at least.
They better have like a good checkpoint system then.
Yeah.
Huh. It's basically Runer, but in first person with wall running. Zeke, you played Runer, right? Do you remember
Yeah,
Runer?
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone said it's very similar.
That also has a very, very good soundtrack that I think this one does as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the soundtrack sounded really good there. I was pulling up a trailer for one other thing. What was that? Oh yeah, this game. The game where it starts off with a lady who's hanging out with her baby who's still attached to the umbilical cord.
What the fuck?
She starts like pouring this fucking nightmare.
It's not even a baby. It's like a pupa on an umbilical cord.
I don't know. She starts swinging that
placenta
thing
or
and
something,
slams
yeah.
it on the ground.
Yeah.
It's real fucked up. Yeah. Looks cool. They have like here in a second, you'll see the inventory system. Definitely want to see where this goes. Looks like it's going to be, all of the HP values are very low in most of these screens. It looks like there are a lot of stats on all those. So,
One thing I'm kind of apprehensive about is the just a really muted color scheme.
Yeah.
It's like they took all of like they have lots of different colors, but then they were like, let's coat it with gray real quick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Sometimes the games that go for this style of presentation definitely go too far in that. So I know what you're saying for sure.
Yeah, dreary. That's a good word.
Yeah, yeah. What was that like? Enter the Gungeon game that they showed.
Oh yeah, the Isaac the Gungeon or whatever. That looked fucking cool, man.
Yeah, what was the name of that? I don't know if that's in these.
Was it Neon Abyss?
Was it? Oh yeah, it was Neon Abyss. Okay. Yeah, let's pull up that real quick. Watch that trailer briefly. Definitely didn't start that way at all. But it gets very much into Enter the Gungeon. This game's probably, I would imagine this game's probably very difficult.
Yeah, anything like Gungeon, yeah.
Yeah, I remember Gungeon just being so stupidly hard. That right there looks really cool. Some sort of upgrade path too. A lot of the levels though look kind of arena-y though. Like there's not. They all look like one room type stuff. So I wonder if it's.
Well, I'll say this. Like I didn't see this like the first time because we were talking about it, but like mini games, dude. Mini games can make a game, and if they're fun, like I'm all down. Like that sounds like a good addition.
Yeah, it does look like it's room based because there's like locked doors and shit on each one of these.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Some of those guns look crazy though. Let's find Zeus right there.
I love the look of this boss.
Yeah.
Just like a.
It's out next month.
Oh God, like a Michael McDonald, muscly Michael McDonald with his shirt off.
Yeah, yeah. That looks cool. Anything else you guys want to touch on there? If you can remember all the different games.
Liberated, we've seen it like in each of the shows. Looks really good. The comic book one.
Yeah.
Like
now is that Zeke? For clarification, is that fully out or is it early access?
It's on Switch.
It's out on Switch.
Yes.
Okay.
It is not out on Steam yet.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
The Maid of Scare. That one. It's a. I think it's a first-person horror game.
Yes. Yeah.
Remember, I wishlisted it. It's definitely intriguing.
Yeah. First
yeah.
person.
Yeah. With some like, I think it has some like exploration puzzle elements, maybe.
Mm-hmm. This is one with the mobs with no faces.
Yeah.
Yeah. Creepy.
You got to use like your sound device or whatever to fight against them. So yeah. Definitely looks cool.
Look forward to this. This is definitely a game I'll play.
Does it have a timeline on it? I forget. Nope. That was a very quick trailer. So that's all you get there. Trying to see if there's anything else.
Oh, they did that quick like rattling off of like 2 to 5 seconds of like indie games like in right in a row.
Yeah.
Had, like Fall Guys, Carrion, Unbound, and there was an Anno something game.
I don't know why Smite was in this. Like that was a weird thing that they started off with it. This is the thing right here though. So there's Carrion. There was this. Are you talking about this?
Next one. I think it's the very next one.
Okay.
And this one looks cool too, but this one. Anno Mutationem.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. I mean, even though we didn't get to hear it, that one just looks like it has a fucking banging soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was in a montage, so you're right. I just unmuted expecting to hear the game, but that definitely looks cool. What else was in this lineup? Oh, that was the one we already saw. That was the game that I think Co was talking about. Last one, Wave Break. What else was there? They spent a long time on Windjammers. Hammerting. I still don't know what that game is. It looks like they had like some sort of XCOM style base building thing.
Yeah. Almost a little like Fallout Shelter a little bit.
Yeah, Fallout Shelter. That's probably a better explanation of it. But I don't know what that was. And then there were stagehands. So a lot of games here in this like 2-minute 46-second montage for sure. So a lot of games in general. It's been a day of games. I don't know what to expect from that thing tomorrow. What
time is that thing tomorrow?
It's same time as
it's
today.
10 a.m. my time.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah, same time as today. Early. I don't know if we're gonna get like new game announcements from that or what though. From the Guerrilla Collective. That's the title of that. I guess we'll just have to see. Because they announced a shit ton of stuff today, including Zeke's favorite game of the entire show, Boyfriend Dungeon. His number one anticipated game.
Hey, that might be the GOAT for 2021, man.
You just want to get in. You just want to get in some dungeons.
Not the GOAT.
Some dungeons. You want to get.
I want to make love to a weapon.
You know, I get that. I understand it. I understand the appeal. Well, cool. That's it. That's a day's worth of games. You know, even though we didn't get E3 this year, I kind of like. My only want for all this stuff, and I think we'll talk about it probably on Wednesday's Drop Frames, is that it's somehow coordinated all under one giant flag and all on like one thing. Because it was a kind of a hassle to go back and forth from all these different websites and like trying to figure out and balance schedules and stuff like that. I wish it was just under one thing. Today did a pretty good job of all being kind of, we're going to host this stream and then we're going to host this stream and then we're going to host that stream right after. So that was nice, but
yeah.
No
waiting 4 extra hours on Sony to be at like 9 p.m.
Right. It was back to back to back to back. I think the most we had in terms of a break was like that 20-minute break between the PC Gamer Show and the Future Game Show. But yeah,
I will miss certain things like the live music or the Just Dance dancers and.
Well, Ubisoft still has a show coming up. They're still doing their own thing. When is that, chat? When is Ubisoft's thing? We have that Avengers thing on the 24th. Xbox is doing something in July. Ubisoft is July 12th is when that is.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's just a little bit more spread out. So, well, cool. I think that's that. Anything you guys want to add on, talk about before we wrap it up here?
No, bro.
No.
All right.
Excited for what's coming, man, as I usually am.
Yeah.
A lot of good stuff.
You guys want to do some shout outs? We did them like an hour ago. It's up VOD watchers, maybe.
Sure.
Okay. We'll do some shout outs. Zeke, go ahead.
Okay. Hey, what's up? Thanks, Dan, again for joining us. Thank you to Gloomy Co for being there always. And JP for hosting this shit. My name is Ezekiel the Third. You can find me at /Ezekiel_III on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. No stream for me after this, but I will be back on for Indie Sunday tomorrow at noon Pacific, and we'll be playing the itch bundle, that big old itch bundle. I'll crowdsource which games we should take a look at, and should be a fun day. It's gonna be a full day of just like random games from that bundle, which I will never play all of them. So see you tomorrow, and that's all I got. Thank you very much.
Did you finish Deadly Premonition?
No. Yesterday I took 3 hours to try and get it working because there was it's a known bug crash.
Oh.
Like crash or known bug that crashes the game at a certain point. Like there was a few forum posts about it.
Dang.
And it's a notoriously buggy game, and I hadn't had any trouble up till that point. And that point I was like, oh shit. It took me 3 hours to get over it, and what the fix ended up being was not a fix everyone can do, but thankfully I'm a streamer, so I just handed my save file, like the actual .sav file.
Yeah.
I gave it to someone in my chat. They played past the bug point because I guess they had something I didn't in their PC or something, or they installed it, fresh install or something. I don't know, but they played past the point, saved it, and then gave the save file back to me. So that's how we worked around it.
Nice. All right.
Thank God for the internet.
It was a cutscene bug.
Oh, interesting. Well, glad that worked out. I'm interested to finally talk about that game on Wednesday.
That was an accident. My bad. That was a total.
What happened?
Dan, do some shout outs.
I am DansGaming / DansGaming on Twitch and Twitter. I'm Variety Streamer. I'm currently playing. I'll be starting my playthrough of The Last of Us 1 tomorrow to get a refresher on it. And also, I'm playing Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind in the evenings. So if you're interested in those games, just come by and check it out. Thanks to JP, Co, and Zeke for having me on the show. It's been a lot of fun, and I would totally do this again sometime.
Awesome stuff. Yeah, we'll have to get you on a normal show here in the future for sure, instead of these conferences. So we'll be back tomorrow doing. I guess we're gonna check to see what this Guerrilla Collective show is happening at the same time of noon Eastern tomorrow morning. Me, Zeke, and Co. And then I'll be jumping back into my Last of Us playthrough. We're 6 or 7 hours into that game. That game's kind of short, so we're only about 15 hours long. So we might finish it up tomorrow. We might wait till Monday and then do the DLC then. But yeah, that's where we're at. So in terms of Drop Frames, we'll be back Wednesday, probably recapping everything and maybe checking out some more trailers and all that stuff. But for now, I think we're good. So is anyone streaming after this? I know Co's live. We'll probably send some people over there. But Dan, Zeke, you guys gonna stream after?
I'm gonna eat some dinner first.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do dinner as well. So yeah.
Yeah, dinner.
Yeah. A bunch of people, by the way, were asking where you can find all the videos that we watched today. 2020.e3recap.com has literally every trailer shown today. It is a great resource if you want to check that out yourself. That's where I was pulling everything from. So shout out to whoever put that together. That's that though. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you next time for more Dropped Frames. We're out of here. Bye-bye.